Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from SABA Satellite Channel from Marib. Here are tonight's top stories.
PLC member Al-Khambashi meets with Aden governor and military leaders on cooperation and security.
Prime Minister Zandani discusses bilateral relations with US and Russian diplomats.
EU and key Western embassies welcome formation of new Yemeni government.
Welcome back into the details. PLC member Salim Al-Khambashi met today in Riyadh with Minister of State and Governor of Aden Abdurrahman Sheikh Al-Yafi'i to discuss enhancing cooperation between the two provinces. Al-Khambashi emphasized the deep historical ties between Hadramaut and Aden, stressing the importance of institutional coordination between local and security authorities to improve services and maintain security. Governor Al-Yafi'i praised the effective cooperation between local leaderships and highlighted its role in addressing challenges and improving services such as electricity, fuel and gas. In a separate meeting, Al-Khambashi met with Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Saghir bin Aziz and military leaders from liberated governorates. During the meeting, Al-Khambashi emphasized the importance of continued efforts to rebuild the armed forces on national and professional foundation. He stressed that the need for further efforts to integrate and reposition military forces under a unified command, enhancing their ability to address security challenges and ensure the safety of liberated regions. Bin Aziz provided a comprehensive updates on developments, presented plans for repositioning forces and reorganizing military zones in Hadramaut to enhancing military and security efficiency.
Speaker of the Yemeni Parliament, Sheikh Sultan Al-Barakani, met with the South Korean ambassador to Yemen, Bong Kai-do, to discuss strengthening bilateral relations and enhancing cooperation between the two countries. The meeting focused on the current humanitarian and developmental support provided by South Korea to Yemen, with both sides emphasizing the importance of continuing and expanding this aid to address the pressing humanitarian and economic challenges. Al-Barakani highlighted Yemen's ongoing recovery and stabilization efforts, stressing the importance of collaboration among state institutions to serve the public interest. He also acknowledged Saudi Arabia's pivotal role in supporting Yemen's security, stability and development. Ambassador Bong Kai-do congratulated Al-Barakani on the formation of the new government and reiterated South Korea's full support for Yemen's efforts towards peace and stability. He also pledged continued humanitarian and developmental aid, alongside plans for future support coordinated with the relevant authorities.
Prime Minister Sheikh Zandani met today with Jonathan Picha, the U.S. Charge d'Affaires to Yemen, to discuss enhancing bilateral relations and strengthening coordination. Zandani outlined the government's priorities, including economic recovery, service sector improvement, and institutional reforms aimed at improving citizens' lives. He expressed gratitude for U.S. support, particularly in the humanitarian response plans, which alleviates the suffering of the Yemeni people. Picha congratulated Zandani on the new government formation and reaffirmed the U.S. commitment to supporting Yemen's stability and development. In a separate meeting, Prime Minister Zandani met with Yevgeny Kudrov, the Russian ambassador to Yemen, to discuss strengthening bilateral relations. Zandani praised the historic ties between Yemen and Russia and briefed the ambassador on Yemen's political, economic, and humanitarian challenges. Highlighting efforts and reforms states institutions. Ambassador Kudrov congratulated Zandani on the formation of the new government and reaffirmed Russia's support for Yemen's security and stability.
Interior Minister Lieutenant General Ibrahim Haidan participated in the World Defense Exhibition in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, following an official invitation from Prince Abdulaziz bin Saud bin Naif, Saudi Arabia's Minister of Interior, alongside the ministry's Inspector General Lieutenant General Dr. Faiz Ghallab and Civil Services Sector Deputy Minister Lieutenant General Abdul Majid Al-Amiri. Minister Haidan visited various both of Saudi and international companies specializing in security and advanced technology systems. The team explored the latest security solutions and technological innovations showcased at the exhibition. Minister Haidan also attended a live aerial display by the Saudi Air Force's As-Sagr team with the participation of Saudi Minister of Defense Prince Khalid bin Salman, as well as defense and interior ministers from Arab countries and international officials.
The European Union has welcomed the formation of Yemen's new government, calling it a crucial step towards enhancing stability, improving services and advancing necessary reforms to meet the aspirations of the Yemeni people at its critical juncture. In a statement posted on the EU delegation's official X platform, the EU mission praised the government's commitment to diversity and inclusivity, highlighting the involvement of women and young leaders as a key element in building effective institutions capable of addressing current challenges. The embassies of the United Kingdom, Germany, France also welcomed the new government, calling it a significant step for Yemen's future governance and system. An economic recovery, they reaffirmed their strong commitment to supporting Yemeni government and working closely to enhancing security, stability and prosperity, while continuing to support the political and institutional path of the legitimate government.
The Massam humanitarian demining project has helped revive hopes among displaced Yemenis in Hajjah Governorate, with large-scale mine clearance operations paving the way for their return to their homes. Osama Al-Qusaybi, head of the Massam project, welcomed Hajjah Governor Major General Abdul Karim As-Sunaini at the project's headquarters in the Midi district, where officials were briefed on ongoing demining efforts. As-Sunaini praised the Saudi leadership for supporting Massam, highlighting its role in saving millions of lives and enhancing security in various Yemeni regions. He noted that the project's work had restored hope among displaced residents seeking to return to homes abandoned due to landmines planted by Houthi militias. Al-Qusaybi reaffirmed Massam's commitment to clearing Yemen of landmines to protect civilians and help communities to resume their normal lives.
Local and educational sources in areas controlled by Houthi militias have revealed a new escalation targeting children, with the militias intensifying meetings and activities aimed at turning Ramadan into a platform for ideological and military indoctrination of school students. Sources reported that in recent days, the militias held extensive meetings involving education, endowments, public mobilization, youth, security, and local authorities across several governorates. The aim is to expedite the end of the school year and push students into what they call summer camps and military centers, further militarizing the education system. The sources confirmed that the creation of operational rooms to oversee these activities reflects a coordinated effort to use summer camps as tools to instill extremist ideologies and promote a culture of violence and hatred, in a clear violation of international child protection and education rights. According to the sources, the militias are adjusting the academic calendar by rushing final exams and shortening the school year, preparing students mentally and ideologically to join these camps after Eid al-Fitr. School administrations and teachers are being tasked with promoting these activities during Ramadan events, exploiting the sanctity of the month to serve sectarian agendas.
This has been the news from SABA Satellite Channel. Stay tuned for updates and have a good time.